Hello everyone. So let descent represent all of you guys. But why? All the people have one similar thing, except one thing that I find is life. So descent can represent your whole life. But why? Let me explain. The bottom layer is the past. The middle layer is the present, and also the shortest and the smallest layer. And the last layer, the upper layer, is the future. So let me explain again and again to make sure you guys know how this sense represents your whole life. So many people want to live in the past, but why? Because they are wishing they could do this and could do those before they get into the present. And they want to face some of their mistakes that they did to their family, their people around them. So that's all for the bottom layer. Let's begin to the middle layer, the smallest layer. The middle layer is present, the things that are happening right now. Like I'm standing right now, I'm present right now. So this is the shortest layer, like it's happened a second or minute. And let's go to the last layer, the future layer. Future layer is the thing that no one knows is what is gonna happen. No one can get it right. No one can make it right except one thing, if you try your best. And let's begin to my presentation. So this tent can make my presentation look really good. And today I'm gonna talk about the journey of my life. Before that, let me pay my high respect to the judge, Mr. Isaac, Mr. Charat, Mr. Nimo, and also Mr. Richard. And let me pay my high respect to my dear audience and my dear friend. And before I talk about my presentation, let me review some of my own background. My name is Bot. My full name is Kakronaboth. I'm a kid who studied English, studied Khmer at primary school and studied English at level TR3 was taught by teacher Rara. So let's begin. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is the past, but I call it childhood. And I have two things. The first thing is introduction, like I'm talking about my life in the childhood. And the second thing is story or experience of my childhood or in the past. Let's begin. Introduction. I was born in 2012, March 22nd. This picture happened in 2015, July 13th, after 3 years I was born. At that time, I was at Uncle One. I'm so happy because two of my favorite siblings at Australia came to visit me. At that time, I ride a horse, and I hold a sword, that Khmer sword, it's ancient sword, and it weighs like 100 pounds. I can't hold it. I decided to hold the layer to protect the sword, but like 50 pounds, so I try my best to hold it, but I ended up holding a toy sword, and I can't find this picture, that picture. It's really hard. Maybe it's lost. And this, and another reason why I'm happy because I visit Angkor because it is Cambodia's most famous culture, the culture that makes Cambodia famous. And let me tell you one funny time related to story of childhood. I have the one funny time. I have a really old bike, like a Pink Panther bike. You guys might know it. And one time, I'm trying to be cool. So I take my bike to the high cliff and go down at full speed and drift it. But I ended up crashing the dog that was about to poop. That was unlucky enough. The enemy of the dog that was about to poop came and chased after me. That wasn't unlucky enough. I panicked. I also really hated that time, but luckily, the hero came. Can you guys guess it? My uncle. He used his stick to hit all of those dogs, and the dog saw your monster. Something. He arrived like 5 years ago before the dog chased me, so he could spend his time finding me and help me. And thanks my uncle at that time for saving my life. That's all for the childhood or the past. So this picture is like me when I was a kid, drawing my friends at home. All of you guys were obsessed with drawing when you were a kid. I do. I spent hours and hours drawing, but I ended up drawing like an elephant or something. I hated that time too. And I just put the paper in the trash. Spending time drawing it, it's just a waste of time right now. I don't think I would come back to drawing it anymore. So that's all for my childhood story. And also my childhood part. Let's move to the next part, the present part. So this thing I divided into two small topics. The first is my life now. Let's talk about how different my life in the past and my life now. The second is my experience this year. Have good and bad. Most people talk about good first. So let's begin. My life now. My life now is a lot better than I was a kid. If I compare now and in the past. In the past, I sleep like in the kitchen that are really small and doesn't have even a toilet to pee or poop. And that time, I think that my life was ruined. But now it's not. Became a big house. They have a bedroom to sleep and good place to sleep and an air conditioner to sleep in. But when it was the past, we only use fans and it's pretty hot at night if it's in the summer. So I developed a lot. I have the one really bad habit. And when I was a kid, I doesn't have nothing to do. So I decided to run around the neighborhood and shout every day long. And it cursed me every day. That's my bad habit. But suddenly, one time, it changed me. My neighborhood just buy a dog. Like a really strong dog. When I run in the neighborhood, the dog suddenly chased me and nearly bit my hand. I run like really fast, like a cheetah or something. I run really fast, but now not. That was one of my bad habits, my childhood, in the past or like childhood. But when I was a kid, my mom always said, I'm just a disappointed kid. But now I'm not. I'm a good kid, a smart kid, not a disappointed like that thing anymore. Not disappointed anymore. Like I can pass 1-3, I'm not disappointed. And I wish one day I can make my parents proud of me a lot. That's all for how the different my life in the past and now. So let's begin to the last part. Experience this year, the good. I have a lot of good experience. Good experience make us think we are lucky, but it would not last for long. First thing is getting a brand new phone. Who would not be happy? At that time, my mom asked me, hey, what, you want a phone? I was like, don't think you're gonna get your phone. You lied to me when I was a kid all the time. Like that, if you sleep, you will turn to alligator. I thought it was true, so I changed my habit at that time. Actually, you made me change my habit. So the second thing is going to the beach. At that time, when I put water in there, it's really salty. So I tried a piece of mango and put it into the water for like about 30 seconds, and I tried to eat it, but my stomach can't hold it. So I run as fast as I can to the toilet. And the third thing is spotted some money. This is the luckiest thing. At that time, I spotted nearly 20 bucks or 30 bucks at that time. I was really happy because it's really mean to me. I doesn't have much money to buy anything. I was really lucky. The last thing, anything you guys can say about this? Sleeping while it's rain. Every day it's hot. Summer. I can't sleep very well. It's really hot. Trying to use air conditioner, but there's no sound for me to sleep. So when it's rain, that's a good thing. They can make me sleep. But also one bad thing. It can make our urine system make us to pee. I nearly pee on the bed at that time. Luckily, I go to the toilet in time. Thanks myself. So this is the bad part. I have a lot of bad experience this year. I have a lot, but I only show you guys 3. If I show more, that's like waste of time. So our bad memory, our bad experience can teach our life that our life doesn't only have good. So the first thing is for sleep over floor. At that time, my mom said, don't go to the house. The floor is really wet. And I said, I don't care, I do what I want to do. But I ended up going really fast, running to get like my money to buy some snack. And I slipped on my head first, and like a bee sting on my head. That's pretty hurt. Like it took 1 month to heal. It's really hard, and I regret doing that. And that also changed my hobby. Second thing is trying to be cool and drift the bike. Ended up going to the bike accident. Who wants to do this? And I think my friends are angry at me, but they are praying me too. Bro, like I'm going to the bike accident, like 10 people there. My friend just slide the bike because we got nothing to do. And I drift and crushed them. I thought they was gonna kill me. When I saw them again, they said, bro, why you run? We just spraying you. But I don't know, at that time, I wasted my free time on running, and my legs really hurt. They also give me my bike back. The unluckiest thing in this year. At that time, I was riding a bike at full speed, really fast. But suddenly, whose dog is that? Came chase after me and nearly bite my hand. But luckily, I got my watch. As my watch is at home, I can't bring it. Forgot. And that watch is really strong. It's waterproof. No dog can bite it. But unlucky for a dog, it too broke. My watch is like a heavy rock that no one can break it. Even though I like stomp it 10 times, it can't break. So this all for the bad experience. Let's begin to the last. To the future. So I have two one. My prediction in the future, and the last thing is my ultimate goal in the future. So let's begin to my presentation. My prediction in the future. Predict my future life is a good job, good place, a good place to work, and get lots of money. But why? Because I'm gonna donate them to charity. I want to help the world because the world is like 30% full of poor people. I want this planet, but 100% a wealthy family. That's my prediction. And I want a hero to save the world. This is the kindness I really want, even though I doesn't get nothing paid, but kindness. And this is my prediction in the future life. Go to my ultimate goal. So my ultimate goal is to be a CEO of a famous company, and then like really famous in the world, and then donate 30% of my money to charity. The most place I'm gonna do Africa and Asia. But why? Because at the two places there are many poor people that doesn't have enough shelter, enough water, enough food to eat or something else. And this is the kindness I really want. I watched in the one interview in Mr. Beast's video. You guys might know it. He's a really famous YouTuber, the best YouTuber in. So he said, he do a video spending lots of money doesn't mean he wants to get more money. And he only wants to see people happiness and excitement. Like he donate 20,000 shoes to Africa and make people can see again, can hear again, can walk again. He deserves a lot. He is the hero of the planet. So I want to be like Mr. Beast, save the world. And conclusion. The sand I showed you earlier can represent your whole life. So I have one word to say about it. So that was, yesterday is history, tomorrow is mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called present. And let me summarize. I put this for you guys to read to make you guys more understand. So past is our memory. Present is the thing that are happening right now. And present is a gift. That's why it's called present. And future is the hardest point. Future is the thing no one knows what is gonna happen. No one can guess this right. No one can make it right. But if you try, you can make it. And if some people think they're gonna be famous, but they ended up gonna be homeless or even something. And that's all for my presentation. And thank you guys for spending all of your time listening to my presentation.